The biggest action star on the planet is back with his vintage avatar. I'm talking about Tom Cruise and his new blockbuster, Top Gun Maverick. What can we learn from this movie? And how can we become the Tom Cruise of our lives? Come on, let's get going. Hey there, this is Chetna and you're watching ChetChat. Top Gun Maverick, the much-awaited sequel that has woken up the worldwide box office. So let's fasten our seatbelts and prepare for a grand takeoff. At number 1, is it the plane or the pilot? In the very first mission of the movie, Tom is told by his team that they are shutting down the program because they don't have the brand new supersonic jet. But Tom goes against all the odds and makes a new record with the old jet, only to prove that it's all about the skill of the pilot. Now, we may have limited resources at hand, but that should not limit your mind. Remember that whatever you may have right now is enough to begin with and get going. It can be something as small as maybe starting a YouTube channel with just a phone camera or becoming an ace tennis player with a rented racket, because it's not the perfect equipment but a perfect mindset that matters. At number 2, talk with your Goose. Maverick's best friend in the movie is Goose. Whenever Maverick feels a little down and confused, he remembers his best friend and co-pilot. A single conversation with Goose helps Maverick get into the right headspace. It also helps him to make the best decisions. I think we all need a friend like Goose in our lives. Someone whom we can rely on and ring up anytime. Even a small conversation with our co-pilot will completely relax our minds. And as the old saying goes, a true friend is someone who helps you believe in yourself. At number 3, beach volleyball with your buddies. The most iconic scene in the Top Gun franchise is perhaps the beach volleyball sequence. It is nothing more than a bunch of fighter pilots enjoying a game of volleyball. But the underlying meaning is intense. The best way to build a strong team is when they are having a great time. And there is no better way to bond than a fun hour of sport. So if you're working on a group project or leading a small team, don't forget to chill out a little and have fun with the gang, because a team that plays together wins together. At number 4, ranks don't define success. Maverick is a world-class pilot. He has been in the profession for over 3 decades. Yet, he's scolded by his senior officer for not getting a promotion. The officer says that you could be anything by now, but you are still a captain. But that's not how Maverick feels. His deepest joy is flying jets at top speed and shooting down enemy planes. And he knows that a higher rank won't give him the thrill of a field job. We can relate this scene to our personal definition of success. Is it always about getting ahead, getting a promotion, or getting the first rank? Or is it just about being in the moment, doing what you love, and enjoying our passion? Well, the bottom line is there is no single definition of success. At number 5, find an Iceman for the rescue. Maverick has an adventurous spirit, and his bold nature often got him into trouble. Just like crashing the brand new Mach 10 in the opening sequence. But Iceman has always got his back. He knows that Maverick has the best to offer and saves him from punishment. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we all had an Iceman in our life? A perfect mentor or a cool teacher who believes in our talents and rewards our risky experiments instead of putting them down. an Iceman who will always back us. Someone once said, "A friend hopes you will move on, but a mentor knows that you will." At number 6, innovation has no rule book. When Maverick teaches the young fighter pilots for the first time, he brings out a huge rule book. He says that this mission has never been done before and there are no set of rules for this one. And then he picks up this large book and throws it into the dustbin. The pilots are shocked. This powerful scene in the movie tells us that managers succeed by following the rules, but innovators succeed by breaking the rules. Sometimes the syllabus may not be everything, and we must go that extra mile for innovation. And remember, there are no traffic jams on the extra mile. At number 7, every pilot is unique. In the movie, each fighter pilot is assigned a different title. Maverick means an unorthodox pilot. Goose translates to the dependable guy. And Rooster means a team player. This is typically done in the armed forces to extract the best out of each pilot. It means that everyone has a different role depending on their natural qualities. This is completely true in real life. Instead of becoming a jack of all trades and a master of none, we can aim for excelling in our best department. We can be the rooster of science, the maverick of commerce, or even the hangman of athletics. And if you want more such lessons from famous people, movies and stories, leave me a comment below and make sure you hit that like button. At number 8, go blaze the trail for others to follow. When Maverick is asked to retire and leave the training, he gathers the courage for one last bold move. He gets hold of the jet and demonstrates the impossible escape. And as a result, he is called to lead his team in the enemy strike. What Maverick did here was to lead his team by an incredible example. If you ever face doubt or get questioned about your skill, then it's time to set the record and make an example out of it. Lead from the front and the others will follow. Because leadership is an action, not a position. At number 9, if you crash, it means you're flying. Maverick repeats this line to Rooster in a very important scene where one of the pilots nearly crash lands to the ground. He tells them that crash landing is a part of the process. The more miles you make in the air, the more prone you are to hitting the ground. But it's not the fear of crashing. It is the thrill of flying that keeps you going. That's a perfect lesson on failure. You try, you fail. You try again, you might fail. But the real failure is when you stop trying. And now for our final lesson, number 10. Feel the need for speed. This catchphrase captures the essence of Top Gun. But what does it mean? It simply translates to going as fast as you can and breaking the sound barrier. This is how Maverick looked at his life. Whether it was ejecting from a Mach 10 or facing 6 advanced enemy fighter jets, Maverick always wanted to break the barrier and go as fast as he could. And that's how we can too. Barriers or obstacles should never slow us down. In fact, our momentum must be so strong that we get way ahead of them. Be it an exam or an interview, facing them head on is the Maverick way. And that was all with today's video. I hope that these lessons from Top Gun really inspire the Maverick inside you. Till then, hit the like button, click on the subscribe button, and happy learning!